I can't, damn, I can't even talk.
What's up, y'all?
I'm here today to talk about
Myself.
I watched a couple videos of people talk about their
adoptions and their younger life.
and very few people know that I was actually adopted. I don't really have one of those sad, adoption stories like normal people or, everybody else who was adopted. I personally think my adoption story wasn't bad at all. So for you guys that don't know me, I go by Ant Cunningham. You can follow all of my social medias. Feel me? They lined up right there. Yeah, I was adopted when I was 2 years old. I was adopted by my auntie, which is my mom's sister. My story wasn't that sad. The reason why I was adopted is because my mom, she had 3 kids already, my brothers and sister. She could take care of them, but she was just going through a lot of things, She was living in LA. I was back in 1980, 90, how, if you heard the stories, how LA was around that time. And then having another baby, which is me. It got really hectic for her. She got into a lot of things, being young and a single mother. But anyway, the reason why I was adopted is because my mom, she went to jail. I was probably like a year. Honestly, I'll be learning a lot of new stuff every time I talk to my auntie, mom, and and a lot of stories of who I was staying with when I was, a couple months old and when I was 2, those type of things. So my mom went to jail. I was in the system, being bounced around. I had went with my auntie B. Shout out to my auntie B. I love her so much. I was with her for about, I believe, a couple months. Me and my brothers and sisters was actually all with her for a couple months until they took me. They took me. My auntie said they gave her an option. It was either give us the little baby boy, which is me, little Ant, or we take your daughter, or your daughter that you pushed out. Any parent would have made the same decision. I was a baby. I couldn't be mad at nobody. You feel me? I remember I was I don't remember, but I remember my mom telling me the story. I was staying with this lady named Miss Johnson. I was staying with her for a couple months. I remember when I moved back to California when I was 18, she had sent me a picture of me when I was like in a little baby walker or whatever. I was fat as hell. I was at least like 7-8 months right there. But anyway, she had sent me that picture, and I was like one of the ladies who took care of me, not even my real, family, my real kin or nothing like that. She actually lives in Lancaster, California. Would love to go, pop up on her and see her. But I remember I talked to her on the phone, and she was crying, and I felt kind of awkward. I don't remember this lady. I know she took care of me. I just had no type of connection because I was a baby. I didn't know no better. So, and she's all crying to me and telling me how I was such a good little cute kid and stuff like that. So that really meant a lot. But anyway, back to my adoption story. After that lady, my auntie took me in, which is now my mom. It's a huge blessing that she did that. Honestly, if she wouldn't have did that, I would have been, at a stranger's house, somebody I didn't know. It still kind of like amazes me in a way, or, because my auntie, which is my mom, so I'm gonna just refer to her as my auntie so y'all don't get confused. My auntie, she had 4 kids, Ricky, Ryan, Rodney, Rashawn, and then Sophia, 5, my sister, which were all my cousins at first, They already had 5 kids. My auntie and my uncle, which is actually my dad, But anyway, and they decided to bring another, a baby in, like 6. Now 6 kids and, so many mouths to feed and clothe and all types of shit. So I'm hella grateful for her bringing me in, her and my uncle, which is now my dad and mom. I remember when I got my name changed, my last name. My last name is Porter. And then I got my dad's last name, Cunningham. I'm not sure how old I was, but I had to be like 4 or 5. But I remember going through that process, that little glimpse of process of me changing my name and getting him on my birth certificate and stuff like that. I remember that day for some reason. That was my adoption story, who was then my auntie and my uncle and all my cousins became my mom, my dad, and my brothers and sisters, you feel me? I feel like I'm lucky, Now I got 2 sets of moms, you know, my dad, RIP, and I got all these brothers and sisters. So now I got 3 sisters and 6 brothers. My real brother, my blood brothers and sisters, you know, they didn't, you know, they didn't have that. They don't have as many brothers and sisters I have. I feel like I was a special little dude. So now I got 2 families. I'm just hella grateful again. Not a lot of people know that I'm adopted because I don't really, you know, put it out on Front Street, which I'm not like, you know, ashamed or embarrassed. I'm an open book, man, but I don't just, oh yeah, this is that, this is that, this is that. But if you want to know, I'll tell somebody, you know, it's not a problem to me. It's actually, you know, where I come from, and, you know, it played a big part of who I am today, you know, and I think I turned out, you know, pretty damn good, if you ask me. I guess that was my story when I was adopted at the age of 2, and now I am now 21. If you have any other topics, anything you want to know about me, if you're interested in learning more or have any questions, hit me up in the comments, you know, hit me up on my social medias. They right here again, lined up. Just hit me up, let me know. I'm a pretty cool dude. I'll talk back, you know. I'm not that popping yet to not reply, so hit me up while you can, you feel me? But yeah, I'm gonna be way more consistent. I'm trying to drop a video, how about this? 3 times a week. 3 times a week, I could do that. 3 times a week. I'm gonna drop all types of videos, prank videos. My girl's at work right now, so we'll usually be doing videos. We got a lot of videos on her site. I'll put her YouTube in the bio. Y'all go follow her. I'm also be putting some personal videos as far as like pictures and shoots, painting shoes, any of those things. So yeah, y'all get at me. Peace. I guess I could talk about I moved to Alabama from California when I was 11.